Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live Google Hangout on BizBiz.Mobi. And we're going to get started here in just a couple minutes. I wanted to let you know I appreciate you guys coming here tonight. You could be doing anything else on a Thursday, but you decided to come to the Hangout. So appreciate you for that. And we're going to get started here in just another minute as people start to pile in here. And we're excited. We're excited. Why are we excited? Because for the first time ever, we're in the right place at the right time, the perfect time to capitalize on a $1.7 trillion industry, and that's begging us to be a part of it. And you, my friend, if you're here tonight as a guest, are getting to see this, you know, for the first time, one of the first few people to see this for the first time. So it's exciting. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and share my screen here in a minute, but I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. My name is Jeremy Barnett, and I've been in the industry for 12 years, full-time working from home. I've had some great success, and I started to see the industry shifting towards technology. It's been happening for years, but most companies just couldn't get it right. And I said to myself, I said, if there was a company that could get the mobile in the advertising industry right, combine it together, it would be an absolute explosion. Well, that time is now, and I'm going to share with you exactly what we're talking about here. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All righty then. One second here. Let me come on back up here. Cool. All right. So again, why are we so excited? Because something is occurring around the world that has never occurred before. What I'm going to share really is nothing short of a phenomena, and the definition of the phenomena is the following. It's an unusual, significant, and remarkable occurrence. But what you're going to discover in the next few minutes is not only a remarkable occurrence, but a truly monumental one. Now, why do I say that? Because it's something that has never happened before. The converging of two massive industries that's created a third industry, which is now the world's fastest growing. So let's start off by talking about the two massive industries that are converging. Number one is the mobile phone industry, and number two is the advertising industry. So let's talk about the massive mobile phone industry for a second, but I want to put everything in a global context first to give you a global perspective of how mobile phones compare to everything else in our lives today. So we are 7 billion people on the planet, and here's what we call ours. We have 1 billion cars registered and in use, 1.1 billion fixed landline phones, 1.2 billion personal computers, including desktops, laptops, and tablets, 1.6 television sets, 1.7 billion credit card users, 2.1 billion internet users, 2.2 billion people with bank accounts, and most people are somewhat surprised to hear that there's 3.9 billion radio receivers in use around the world. Well, my friends, let me tell you, mobile phones literally dwarfs them all. There are currently 6.58 billion active subscribers, and that is equivalent to 94% of the global population. That's 5.5 times more mobile phones than computers. 4 times more mobile phones than all the televisions worldwide, 4 times more mobile phones than people with credit cards. Mobile is massive. It's so massive that it passed $1 trillion a year back in 2010 and is now approaching $2 trillion a year. Okay, so let's move on to the second industry, which is another monster, the advertising industry. Now, advertising started in the old days. Remember it on the radio. Maybe you don't remember. Maybe you're too young to remember that, but it did. Then it shifted to TV for years, and all the eyes were glued to the tube. Okay, so this was the trend. Then it exploded onto the internet, and all the eyeballs followed. First on desktops, then laptops, and now mobile phones. See, today the majority of us spend most of our time using mobile phones for the internet right in the palm of our hands. So the $1.7 trillion advertising industry is rocketing directly towards the nearly $2 trillion mobile phone industry. Why? Simple answer. Because the average person looks at their mobile phone 150 times a day. and that's where all the eyes are today. So these two colossal industries are on a head-on collision course, and nothing is going to stop this from happening. But the collision created a third industry and is now the world's fastest growing. Introducing the mobile app industry, right? Everybody knows what that is. Now, mobile apps are the key, the bridge and the gateway that connects these two giants, the mobile phone and advertising industry. Now, mobile apps, a tiny industry by comparison, only 30 billion, but that's really incredible because it's just a baby right now. See, mobile apps only began in 2010 when Apple started the craze by introducing iPhone apps, but that was only the beginning of the explosion. Now, I want you to understand that we measure the growth of the app industry not by subscribers, but by downloads. In 2010, even Apple was shocked when 10 billion apps were downloaded in the first year, and 2 years later in 2012, 30 billion apps were downloaded, and some experts were wondering if it had actually peaked. But it had not. Last year in 2013, 73 billion downloads, and this year 119 billion downloads. And in about 18 months, get ready for this, 300 billion apps will be downloaded. That's 800 million apps per day, or more than 500,000 per second. So it's going to grow from 10 billion downloads 4 years ago to 300 billion downloads in just the next year and a half. That's 30 times growth. It's insane, just massive. So folks, you don't have to be a CEO to understand those numbers. So why are you on this webinar? Why are you here? Why did we invite you? Why did the people invite you here? Well, it's because we need to understand, where do you and I fit in this grand design? So let's start off by asking you a couple of simple questions. I like simple questions because it provides simple answers. Is it fair to say that any and all businesses would like to generate more sales from their existing customers and acquire new customers in order to generate more revenue? Of course they would, right? More sales equals more profit. But the question becomes, how do business owners generate more sales and get new customers? Well, they simply need to advertise more, right? Plain and simple. But the challenge is this. The majority of businesses, they simply cannot afford to advertise more because it's not in their budget. Okay, so we pretty much define the desires and challenges for the majority of business owners in today's global economy. Number one, they want to generate more sales from their existing customers. They want to acquire new customers, and they basically cannot afford to advertise more. All right, so let's move on to the next part of the storyline. Do you believe the majority of consumers around the world are interested in saving as much money as they possibly can? Well, the answer to this is an obvious yes. How do we know this to be true? Let's take a look at the exploding coupon savings programs that's popped up over the last several years and happen to be helping lots of people save lots and lots of their hard-earned money. Companies like Living Social, Groupon, Foursquare, Retail Me Not. As you can see for yourself, people love saving money. So a quick and final recap. All businesses want to do more sales with their existing customers. They want new customers. They cannot afford to advertise more. And people love saving money, period, right? Okay, remember, we know that the eyeballs around the world today are looking at their mobile phones 150 times a day, right? Okay, get ready, because I'm going to tie this all together for you right now. We are BizBiz.Mobi, and over the last 2 years, we've developed the first advertising, communication, and proximity mobile app of its kind anywhere in the world. So welcome to UBiz. It's the mobile app that provides solutions for consumers in those small, medium, and larger businesses that are owned by our family and friends, and that happen to represent 90% of the global economy. See, UBiz becomes the gateway for 90% of commerce worldwide and will grow virally with tens of millions of free members worldwide. How is this possible? Because it does three great things. Number one, it helps people save money, like those other apps. Remember, we talked about Groupon, Living Social, Foursquare, Retail Me Not. Okay? And number two, this is what really makes it unique, is it empowers your favorite merchants to communicate with you wherever you are in the world. Okay? Number three, my favorite, using the highly sophisticated geo-targeting proximity technology, it creates brand new customers for the merchants by connecting them with all the free members traveling in their area. See, now you can see UBiz offers many more features for the consumer and the merchants, but I want to give you this example. Here's what happens when anyone that has the UBiz app travels within a 10 kilometer or 6.2 mile radius of the merchant. They will get pinged on their phone, just like you get pinged on your Facebook. You're going to get pinged from the merchant with discount specials, offers, or promos, photos, or whatever the merchant is advertising at the moment. And this is coming from people that you know. It's your local area. You know Bob's Barbershop. You know Willie's Pizza. You know your favorite hairdressing salon, whatever. The local places that you go, this is where you're going to be receiving the communications from. See, before, they weren't able to do that because you have to avoid the spam filters on email. Now you don't have to do that. It's 100% delivery rate right to the phone, and that's where all the eyeballs are today. It makes total sense. In this example, let's take a look. Bob's Pizza is going to run a two-for-one special from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. today only. So they go to their UBiz app. They set up the advertisement around 11 to 1. They take off with it. And guess what? There's the 6.2 mile radius people walking, and they're going to get notified on their phone right here, except they would say Bob's Pizza, for example. Now, what just happened here? Bob's Pizza just acquired maybe 10% of the local area that was walking in 6.2 mile radius as brand new customers. So, you know, Boston's Pizza is happy. The consumers that were walking are happy because they were hungry, and that's why they decided to take action on getting the pizza. So it's a win-win situation for both the merchant and the consumer. It's simply remarkable. It's incredible. So as you can see, UBiz offers many more features for the consumer, but we wanted to highlight the simplicity and the power of the top 3 for you. Okay, so real quickly, we know it's a free download, GPS proximity technology. Members get discounts in real time. It allows them to share information, make recommendations, and invite their friends to share the collective experience live. Permanent visibility. The promotions are always visible to you whenever you want them. Allows you to contact all members in your local area as well as connect with you worldwide when you're personally recommended. Instantly publishes advertising campaigns with your specials, discounts, and promotions. And it uniquely schedules your campaigns on an hourly, daily, or weekly basis. Now, this is for the merchant side of things. Now, also, communicate with an unlimited number of your existing customers wherever they are in the world. Get their attention without the hurdles of spam filters or promotional folders that email campaigns have to contend with. This is huge today for merchants getting the message. It's 100% targeted delivery right to the people that want to receive the message. UBiz allows you to publish advertisements for each point of sale, pushing area-specific communications targeted to individual groups. Very, very smart application. Members will receive your unique ads, resulting in attracting an entirely new local market. So, what does this state-of-the-art application cost the merchant who would otherwise need a 6-figure advertising budget in place? $30, not per day, not per week, and not even per month. $30 per year as in 8 cents a day. Yeah, that's right. So this happens to make UBiz the most cost-effective form of advertising in the history of the $1.7 trillion advertising industry. Again, for only 8 pennies a day. Folks, when you have a service that millions and millions of people worldwide will demand and use every day, then what you've done is you've positioned yourself in the right place at the perfect time to take advantage of that $1 trillion shift of wealth. So don't miss out on this next huge paradigm, the blending of these mega industries, mobile phones, advertising, and mobile apps. Now, I believe it's important for you to understand that we're in the absolute beginning stage of something very special here, which leads us to a critical point for you. Timing and positioning is absolutely critical. See, timing and positioning has played a major part in many successful people's lives, including many millionaires and even billionaires. So hopefully you recognize this is a huge play for you as we are in our pre-launch phase, which is the timeline before we officially go live and launch BizBiz.Mobi into 123 countries. Now remember, the application is already live. It's already on the Google Play Store. I've had it for 6 weeks and I'm already using it. It's awesome. We're talking about a global launch here. And we're not talking about a startup company. We're talking about a sister company that started BizBiz.Mobi that's already been around for 7 years. They've already paid out over $80 million in commissions and have 40,000 affiliates and 1.2 million customers already on their advertising platform. Okay, so this is like a ramp up to the launch with their brand new application. All right, so I don't know if you guys understand this or not, but to be able to start enrolling people into 123 countries right now is awesome. How many times we've been a part of something where we wanted to go into a country and they weren't open and they never got open, and that was where you had the most center of influence. I'm sure it's happened many times. That's just incredible. And the best part is you have the rare and unique opportunity to be one of the first members to join and secure your financial position in the BizBiz.Mobi corporate structure. I encourage you to get back to the person who invited you to this webinar presentation and find out how simple it is to lock down your position right now. Discover the lucrative compensation available through our dual team structure, the mega matching bonuses, the super center bonus, and our global revenue sharing bonus pools. We're talking about 7 generous ways to earn income, my friends. It's simply the best available anywhere in the market today. You guys, I don't know about you, but I don't know of any business that has this kind of message with a $1.7 trillion mobile phone industry, $2 trillion mobile phone industry, $1.7 trillion advertising industry combining, and you get to be a part of it for $145 and $35 a month. You know, this is time to take action and get your piece of the pie on this mega thing with BizBiz.Mobi. Get your business off to a rocking fast start by going to mobiappglobal.com. You're going to get updated on all the events there, what's happening. See, a lot of you that are watching this webinar right now, you're probably saying, this is great, Jeremy. How do I get started? Well, get started, but here's the cool thing. We're running these webinars nightly, Monday through Thursday night, so you can plug people in. You don't have to know how to do anything in the beginning. You can just point, guide, and direct them right to the webinar, get them on, let us present and share the message, and they can make the intelligent decision for themselves just like you are tonight, for those of you that see this. Now, I want to thank you for taking your time to watch the presentation, and we look forward to helping you take your business all around the world. Welcome to our amazing team of global entrepreneurs, BizBiz.Mobi. We're global, we're mobile, and we're going viral. With that, I'm going to come on back over to the screen share and pop back in here. All right. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching the webinar presentation tonight. How many people, by a show of hands, are taking action tonight? You're going to get back with the person that sent you to this webinar. You're going to take action on the biggest thing that we've ever seen. Why are so many international 6, 7, and 8-figure earners joining and locking arms with us? Because this is the biggest thing that we've ever seen. Mobile is huge. You're probably looking at it right now and not even paying attention to what I'm saying because you're looking at your phone. That's how big it is. So take action, take advantage of what you have your hands on here. And the way that the compensation plan is structured, okay, it's first come, first serve. Take action tonight because we are on a powerful team. People are dropping in droves as we speak. It's starting to take flight. Take action. Get back with the person that sent you the webinar presentation. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you on Monday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. Bring a guest. mobiappglobal.info/webinar. Take care. God bless. Jeremy Barnett here signing off.